So for the recording, we're starting the training today, and it's all about paid traffic, media buys. Who's easy excited to learn about media buys? You guys know why, right? Because media buys, it of course it costs money. Of course it's costly. It's you need the budget for that, but it's what works. My biggest breakthrough in my business, guys, apart from the mindset stuff that I keep talking about, it's definitely the paid traffic. Paid traffic, when I start thinking that I need to invest in my business, when I started to think that I need to grow my list, and the best way to grow my list is by paying for my traffic, it's when things really start rolling for me. I have to admit, it didn't happen overnight. So if you guys have high expectations of thinking, okay, Paulo said that paid traffic, it's what works. Um, it's like anything else. It takes time. Does that make sense? So you gotta have to have like a long-term vision for your business. Don't think that you gotta build a list in about a month, get 1,000 people. That's enough. It's not gonna be enough. And I get these questions all the time. Paulo, I've got like 50 people in my MIC club, and why don't I have any paid members in Forsage? It's because it's a numbers game. There is no straight maths or fixed maths that you need to have 100 MIC members to have one Forsage affiliate, a paid affiliate. It doesn't work that way, guys. All you need to do is just to keep building your list. As a matter of fact, I'm sure I've said this before, I buy traffic to build my list, really, not to make sales. Does that make sense? And I used to be that guy. Most people buy traffic to make sales straight away. I don't. I have another mentality. I don't do that anymore. Do you know why? Because I used to get frustrated because I used to buy solo ads and then no sales, and then I would give up, and then I would blame everybody. So now, and I know this is hard to grasp, I buy traffic to build my list. And if you build it, they will come. Do you remember that movie? If they build it, they will come. Kevin Costner. And it's really true. If you build your list, you will get the sales. If you build your list, they will come. You've got to be patient. We are wannabe entrepreneurs, right? There are people here who are already entrepreneurs. Others want to be entrepreneurs. Do you want to be an entrepreneur? You got to build your list and be patient. I hope this makes sense, guys. So I'm going to repeat this again because I think this is super important. I buy traffic to build my list, not to get sales. Of course, if I get sales when I buy a solo ad, even better. I'm not going to deny that. Of course, I don't mind the sales. But my long-term vision. Sorry, guys, I keep getting people still asking to be admitted. Sorry. So my long-term vision is I keep them on my list, and those follow-ups will do the job, and then my broadcasts will do the job. Create a report with your list, and then eventually they will buy. But you need to create that relationship, though. So remember again what I said on my last session. I always bring them into my social media. Remember the wheel of wealth that I talked about last week? I buy solo ads, I bring them to my list, I email them, and I bring them to my Facebook, and then I bring them to my YouTube. Why? Because I want them to see that I'm real. Once I bring them to my Facebook and they start seeing my pictures and my life, they will say, "Oh, that's the guy from the email. So he's real." So people are really intrigued by your life, believe it or not. So stop being shy. Bring people into your social media. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. My one of my big breakthroughs was when I start being afraid of what people thought of me, what my friends and family thought of me, and I start just posting what I really wanted on Facebook, like sharing Forsage, for example. I don't see a lot of people on the team sometimes sharing Forsage, and trust me, I check on you. I check on your walls. I do. Not everybody, I'm not a stalker, but to some of you, I actually check. And believe you me, I don't see a lot of you posting about Forsage, and I wonder why. I wonder why. Don't be ashamed, because I used to be like that. I used to be afraid to post my business on my Facebook thinking, oh my God, my friends are going to see it, my family, my coworkers, blah, blah, blah. I was always worried about what other people would think of me. Who gives a damn? This, this people's opinions of you pay your bills. Hands up if it does, because I would love to know. There's people's opinions of you pay your bills. They don't pay mine. So I stopped caring about what people think of me. Does that make sense? Huge breakthrough. Because before I was so worried about, oh, if I'm going to post about my business, what will people think of me? What if my colleague sees it? What if, who cares? They don't pay your bills. Let me tell you something. The more exposure you will give to Forsage on your social media, and I mean on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you are using, the more exposure you'll give to Forsage, the more money you got to make. I think, Rui, you had a breakthrough about this that I'm saying, right? Because you've been messaging me today about, you know, I'm having sales now, I'm having this, I'm having that, because of the action you've taken, right? Rui's taking a lot of action, and I'm talking about Rui Pereira here. He's taking a lot of action, so he knows this works. I'm sorry to pick on you, man. I promise you, I'm not going to put you on the spot. But I like seeing people who take a lot of action. The ones that moan, saying, I've got nothing, are the ones who are not doing shit. They're not putting nothing on their social media. They're not promoting Forsage. Then the quiet ones are promoting it, are the ones who are having the success. And for some of you, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Cool. Enough of this rant. But this is tough love, right? I'm not saying this to put anyone down. I'm just saying it as it is because I want you guys to win. My only aim with these calls, guys, and with you in my team, I want you to win. So sometimes if I say stuff that seems hurtful, or I'm not trying to hurt anybody, I'm trying to shock you, but in a good way. Sometimes when people are too soft, people don't listen. And sometimes when you shock people and you say something a bit out of the norm, like a little swear word here and there, I only swear for a reason. I don't like swearing. Do you guys know that? I only swear for a reason. I want to shock you because some of you, it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe you're kind of asleep. See, if I say something that shocks you, oh, what did he just say? You kind of, you know, I learned this from Tony Robbins. Has anyone been here to a Tony Robbins event? Did you guys know how much you have, Eamon? Perfect, man. Do you guys know how much Tony Robbins swears at his events? Eamon knows this because he does. I did not know this. I thought Tony Robbins was vanilla until I went to one of his events. And he swears he swears a lot. Why does he swear though? There's a reason, guys. He's not trying to be vulgar. So sometimes a swear word here and there, and I'm sorry for you Christians if you hear me swearing, I apologize for that. But I don't say that in a very demeaning way. I say it, there's a reason why I say things like that. Sometimes it's just to shook you up a little bit. Cool. Okay. Oh, Rodney's here as well. Rodney, welcome, man. Welcome to the call. Appreciate you all for being here tonight. This call is going to be super short, I promise, but it's going to be straight to the point, okay? Now, my traffic sources, guys, by the way, there's no learning curve with what I'm about to teach you. I've got 15 years of experience in buying traffic. What I'm going to give you on a plate, on a silver plate, is what works. I'm not going to give you any traffic source that does not work because I've already have the experience. I already spend a lot of money. I've invested thousands upon thousands of dollars in what works and what doesn't. Did all the traffic sources that I tried worked? Absolutely not. I remember back in the days when I was buying solo ads, guys, I would buy 10 solos and only 1 or 2 would work. Can you imagine the amount of money that I've spent in trying? But guess what I did? I had a little black book and I had a little a cross in the middle of the book with the good guys and the bad guys. And guess what I've done? I kept the good guys and I will only share the good sources with you. Is that cool? So without further ado, is there anything else, anything you want to say, Russell, before I share my screen and start going through the training? You good?
I think we're good. One message. Thanks, Paula. Oh, okay. I think let's move
Are
on.
we good? Any questions? We've got a
Well, there was
guy.
about Tristan was saying when you spoke about sharing Forsage on social media, everyone really resonated with you. Ayman is saying fear of rejection and fear of other opinion, and Tristan
Yeah.
said that it's I do, but need to have a good content from time to time. Maybe you have a comment to that.
Well, for good content, check what other leaders are doing and kind of model without copying word for word. Try not to do that, but just see what other people scroll down through, find out who the leaders are in Forsage, and go to their walls and check what they're writing about Forsage. And trust me, they will be talking about Forsage. And then kind of model what they're saying. There's so many ways to get content. Go on YouTube, get content. Watch a video, get content. Go to the Forsage official website, get content. I mean, there's content everywhere about Forsage. Go on my friend called Google, type in Forsage, get content. There's a sea of content out there that you can get. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to talk about Forsage on your social media. The ones that will do just that and just talk about Forsage are the ones that will win. The ones that are scared, fine. I mean, if you don't want to do that, fine. Then you pay with traffic, and that's exactly what I'm going to teach you tonight. So for ones who
Yeah,
are
it was.
shy,
Sorry.
yeah. So for the ones who are shy and they don't want to talk about Forsage on their social media, this is the training for you, because then all you have to do is buy traffic. And when I say buy traffic, guys, you gotta be consistent. It's not buy traffic once or twice. Oh, this doesn't work, and then you give up. Don't do that. Give it a long-term, 90-day. It's a 90-day project. So you got to buy traffic for the next 90 days and build your list. That's a bare minimum. Don't do what 90% of people do, which is buy one solo ad, two solo ads, three, and then they give up. And when I asked them, why didn't you have any results? Well, I bought 300 clicks and I had no results. Who is laughing because he knows what I'm talking, he knows what time it is. What, what do you expect from 300 clicks? I go as far as what you expect of 1,000 clicks. You need to start installing this in your mind. You're building your list. Don't look for sales yet. You're building your list. If anybody comes to me and say that after 1,000 clicks they're giving up because they didn't get any sales, I'm gonna slap you. Don't do that. Slap you in a good way. Don't do that. Keep building your list. I know it's tough. I've been there. When my mentor told me you need to build your list, can you imagine having 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people on the list and still no sales? I started to doubt myself too. I'm thinking, dude, is this working? I had my doubts too. But you know what? Because I didn't stop and I carried on. Because I told this story before. I tried building my list 5 times. I would get to about 1,000 or 2,000 people on Aweber and I would close my account. Nah, no sales. And again and again. Only, and listen very carefully to these guys, only the time that I decided this time I'm not going to give up and I'm going to carry on past the 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, that's when the magic started happening, because I didn't give up. And I did not have the sales in the beginning, guys. I was just like everybody else, fearful. Shall I carry on investing? Still have no sales. So you know what I suggest you guys do? If you are not working, do not do that, because obviously I don't want you to put your mortgage money or your bills money, your food and all that on traffic. Don't do that. But for the ones who are working and have a budget for your business, and by the way, this is a business like anything else. This is a business. You need a budget to bring leads into your business. So for the ones who have a budget, guys, keep buying traffic every week. I don't care how much you buy, even if it's only a couple of $100, it doesn't matter. But be consistent and keep building that list. Can I see some thumbs up? Does that make sense to you guys? Look, it's what works. I'm only passing to you what works. My experience. It wasn't a book that I read. I'm giving you my experience. because I didn't give up on building my list, because I carried on adding leads. Remember what I told you last week? You should be getting like 25 leads every single day. Can I see some hands up? Do you guys remember that? Please, for the ones who weren't here last week, you need to jot this down. Your job is to get 25 leads every single day. I don't care how you got to get them. It might be List Joe from the first week's training on Safe Lists. You can get it from Safe Lists. You can get it from going on Facebook, talking to people. You can get it from Instagram shoutouts. You do whatever needs to be done in order to get your 25 leads. Because the more leads, if you get in the consistency of always getting leads, you will have results. It's impossible. You got to carry on getting leads and no results. The ones that will stop, then you will not get the results. The ones that give up, yeah, of course. But if you keep in that mindset, this is why mindset, and by the way, next week I'm going to do the training on mindset. This is why mindset. I think we've done this wrong. I think we should have done first mindset. You know why? Because some of you will give up without even getting to the mindset. It's the 4th week you got to do mindset, right? Some of you will give up. Start with the why, one of my favorite books in the world. Once you connect with your why, once you know why am I doing this, and you don't give up, it's nearly impossible to fail because you don't give up. You're resilient. You need to ask 2 questions. One is, does this Forsage thing work? Who thinks here that Forsage works? Works is a yes or no. Good. Second question is, why can't I do it? Why? Paul is doing it. Rui is doing it. Do you see what I mean? And everybody else here, John is doing it. Why is it not working for me? Breakthrough, it's not Forsage. Systems work, people fail. Have you heard that one before? Oh, yes, I'm sure. Systems fail. People fail, the systems work, right? The other way around. So think about it. If there are people making money in Forsage, why not me? It's really you. So next week we will be talking about mindset, because once you have the mindset, the winner's mindset, you won't give up. Once you connect with your why and you know why are you doing this, you will never give up. Is that cool? Any questions before I move on to tonight's famous training? No questions? Really? You guys are very quiet today. Okay, cool. Let me share my screen then. We're nearly done, guys. This is going to be super short and sweet. Let me share my screen with you guys because I want to show you my traffic sources. Who here wants to see my traffic sources? Good. Hold on, guys. I think I have to admit somebody. I just heard, damn, I need to find the right screen now. Hold on a second. Let me stop sharing. I need to admit somebody. Jedi's in trouble. He came in late. I know this guy. Jedi, welcome to the call. Right, let me carry on with the training. Share my screen. Let's go back to the traffic sources, guys. Don't worry about doing, taking pictures or jotting down the notes. I'm going to upload this document into the Crypto Cartel Telegram, and the Crypto Cartel Facebook group will be under unit, week 3. So all these traffic sources will be in there. I just want to run through these guys, and they are numbered in my preference. And to start with, I want to talk about the reason why I put Big Dog Clicks as number 1. This is a source that came to my attention not long ago. I've known the owner of this Big Dog Clicks for a while now, and he has a really good reputation. And then he decided to go on his own, and he created this company called Big Dog Clicks. I've been using it with a lot of success. Now, he's one of the most expensive. I started with the most expensive one. And there's a reason why it's expensive, because his traffic converts really, really well. If you guys want to build a really good list of tier 1 countries only, English-speaking countries, 99.9% will come from the US, Canada, UK, and Australia, in countries like that speak English. This is the guy for you. So let me just quickly show you what the website looks like and how you can order clicks. Now, this is not something that I'm trying to sell these clicks, because in the end of the day, I don't care really if you buy clicks from him or not. I'm just telling you where I'm buying my clicks. Does that make sense? And if you speak to Doug and he's the owner, you can verify that I'm a big buyer from this guy. Just ask him how many clicks does Paulo buy from him, and you'll be surprised. So this guy here is my #1 traffic source, guys. I want you guys to take a note of that. Now, I had to speak to him and ask him to create this website here is just for us. Can you see Paulo Barroso's team? He will not sell, and who knows that I'm telling the truth, he would not sell less than 1,000 clicks. Before, he was just selling 1,000 and up, because he's the guy that all the gurus goes to. I'm talking about the big gurus. They go to this guy. But because I've got a good relationship with him, I asked Doug, can you do something for my team and lower your number of orders, because I don't want my team to start ordering 1,000. And by the way, guys, whoever you guys see here on this training, don't ever order 1,000 clicks straight away. Do you know why? You have to start small. So when I mean by small, don't go too small. Don't just order 50 or 100 clicks. I don't think that's a big enough run to test an offer. But you gotta go with about 200. I would prefer even 300, but I would say a bare minimum, you need to get at least 200 clicks. That's from a lot of years of experience that I've been running clicks and all that. I find that running less than 200 clicks, it's not a good run. It doesn't give you enough data to find out if something is good or not. So I've spoken to Doug, and he agreed to do a minimum of 200 clicks. So you guys can order. All you have to do is just press on that button there and pay your $200, which is, it works out $1 per click, which is not cheap. I have to admit, Doug is not the cheapest, but he is the best. And also think, if you buy 200 clicks and you see, lots of opt-ins coming in, and then eventually with your follow-ups, you start getting sales, the more you then start ordering. And I suggest, after you do your 200 clicks, if you see something good happening with these leads, then go up to 500 and then go up to 1,000, but slowly. So scale up slowly. Don't scale up from 200 straight up to 5,000. That would not make any sense. So give it another try, give it another run 500. And then if you see, oh, I'm liking this traffic, then you start scaling up to 1,000 and 5,000. And by the way, when you start going over, I believe like 500 or 1,000 clicks, then the price will drop. Okay, so the more you order, the less you got to pay. But again, always start small. Start with 200 clicks, and then you take it from there. Is that cool? Do you guys have any questions about Big Dog Clicks? Anything you want to ask me? You guys can see some testimonials there. If you go to the homepage, there'll be some videos of people giving him testimonials. Some of these names, you might recognize who they are. I mean, this is a pretty cool guru. I know him for a while. He's a cool guy. That's Devon Brown there as well. So listen to the videos and see what the gurus are saying about Big Dog Clicks. Is that cool? Can we move on? Going to my second most trusted vendor is a guy called Wayne Crowey. Some of you might know who he is, some of you might not. Wayne Crowey is UK based. He lives here in the United Kingdom. He's a good friend. I trust him completely. He does a lot of training, by the way, on traffic. He's one of the good guys, and he owns a very, very large list. He's not one of those guys that you buy traffic from him and then he goes to buy traffic from somebody else. It's actually the other way around. People go to him to buy traffic. The solo ad vendors, I won't say their names, but a lot of solo ad vendors that you see like on Udemy and all that, they go to him and buy traffic from him. Okay, so Wayne is a cool guy as well. Go to his site, and I really urge you to watch the video and educate all the solo ad vendors I've got here, guys. And there's about 9 or 10 here. You don't have to go outside here. There's enough traffic with these guys. I'm talking about millions of clicks. No word of a lie, millions of clicks. So you don't have to go outside the vendors that I'm giving you here. And if for some of you think, oh, you're doing that because you've got a link, your link, and you're going to make money out of me, you're kidding yourself. I've been doing this research for 15 years. So if it's that, is that how you think? Then you're already losing. I'm giving you on a plate thousands upon thousands of dollars that I've invested for my own money. I already know what works. So go and figure. So with Wayne, guys, watch this video. Just read. It's only 10 vendors. Go to every single one of them and just watch the video and see what they got to say and how can they help you in their business. These guys are really, really good, and they know what they're doing, and they will write the copy for you. So you don't even have to give them copy. I mean, you can if you want. They will, if you insist on writing your own copy and give your copy, your swipe copy to them, for them to send to their list, they can do that. But why would you want to do that? Because it's Wayne's list. If I'm going to give Wayne my swipe copy, how do you think his list will react to my swipe copy? It's like you guys trying to write to my list with your copy. My list will like, who is this guy? This is not Paulus. This is not Paulus writing. Does that make sense? So let them write the swipe copy for you. Your only job, guys, is the following. When you speak to Wayne, say the following to Wayne. Wayne, I want to buy 200-300 clicks from you, but when you write the copy, please bear in mind, I'm promoting Forsage. So write something congruent with Forsage. That's all you need to say to him. Even Wayne will ask you, or his assistant will ask you, what's the offer? Show me your landing page. The reason why they ask you for the landing page is because, first of all, they want to know, is this good fit for us as well? Is it good fit for our list? 99.9% is. But you got to let Wayne write the copy. Okay, don't be afraid. I know a lot of gurus teach, no, you write your own copy. I did that, and I had terrible results. Why? Because it was my voice on Wayne's list. What sense does that make? You try to write copy to my list and see what you're going to get back. Probably nothing, because they will know it's not me. Does that make sense? So let them write their own copy, okay? The only rule that you write your own copy is for people outside this list, people that you don't know. I don't know who they are. They might be sending an email to their list saying, hey, win an iPhone, and then they send the people to your offer because it's called clickbait. My guys, these guys here that I've just showed you, they don't do clickbait. So clickbait, you can Google what clickbait is. It's pretending that you're gonna win an iPhone just to click on the link and then they'll send you to Forsage. And then nobody's gonna join Forsage. Why? Because that's bullshit. I came here to get a free phone and you are sending me to Forsage. Not a congruent offer, right? These guys here, they don't do that. They don't do that. I've been using Wayne for many, many years. So they don't do that. Cool? So that's number 2, guys. Let's close that. Let's go back to traffic source number 3. Jasdeep Singh is another good guy. UK based. I've been using him for a while. I've had very good runs with this guy. And when I mean good runs, all these opt-ins open my emails. In the end of the day, if I don't get sales, I don't care. Do you know what I look for? Because I segment my list. So I've got all my Jasdeep Singh people in one list. I've got my Wayne Crows in another list. Is when I send an email, I want to know how many people open my email and click my links. If Jasdeep Singh sends me 1,000 clicks and I make no sales, I don't get upset. I would only get upset if he sends me 1,000 people and let's say I get a 50% opt-in rate and I get 500 people into my list. And then I email that list of 500 people and no one opens my emails. That would be a problem. That would be a problem because then I would have to go back to him and say, dude, I don't care you didn't send me any sales, but your people are not opening my emails. And with this subject line that I normally send out, I normally get a lot of opens, but your people are not opening. Now, this has never happened with Jasdeep. I'm just giving you an example. So the guys that I'm giving you here, they will already send you a good opt-in rate of real people hungry for your products and services. Okay? So again, watch the video, just have a little play around with his website. Price-wise, these guys are a little bit cheaper than ClickDog, Big Dog Clicks. So with JustDip, you're looking at about maybe 70 cents per click. Again, I'm talking about 70 cents for the ones of you that will order about 200 to 300 clicks. The higher you go, the less you pay. I want you guys to put that in your heads, that it's not 70 clicks for 70 cents for forever. The more clicks you will order, the less you got to pay. How are we doing with questions so far? Are you guys okay?
One question we have, Pedro is asking, what capture page do you use to save the context of the clicks? Do you use MIC or MCI?
You can, you know what I would do, Pedro? I would test both. I use MIC. You can test MSI, sorry. It's always good to split test two systems, guys. Don't just rely on one, you know. Split test two systems. Split test, you should be split testing really 2 or 3 landing pages. And if you guys don't know how to do that, maybe make a note, Rasa, and I will do training on how to create rotate on ClickMagic, how to create a rotation of 3 landing pages. So industry standard is you should be really split testing 3 landing pages to figure out which one gives you the most opt-in rate, if that makes sense. Okay. As far as systems, you should be split testing 2 systems. Why just rely on My Income Club? Test MSI as well. Two completely different funnels. Test them both. You can actually send traffic to both of them. You know that? If you buy 200 clicks, you can send 100 clicks to MIC and 100 clicks to MSI. Did you guys know that? I can show you how to do that very, very easy. Cool. Any more questions?
Polly actually has a really good question. So a question from her end. Thank you, Paula. I was giving a list of leads. She was giving a list of leads. Can you touch on how to email them the list the first time so they don't report as spam and ruin my autoresponder account? Is it possible?
First of all, I need to find out, Polly, where did you get those leads from? I was given leads. What does that mean? Did someone give you 1 million leads on the CD-ROM or on the USB? Is that what it means? Or how did you get those leads? If you're not getting those leads through your landing page, I'll be very, very careful because you could be accused of spam. Don't go on Fiverr, for example, and buy leads because you shouldn't be uploading that into an autoresponder. Why? Because people never heard of you. They didn't opt into your landing page, and God knows where are those leads from. They might be from the yellow pages. Some of you are old enough, you know where I'm talking about, yellow pages, right? Or you don't know what yellow pages is. But we don't know where these leads are coming from. So unless they've opted into your landing page, I would not upload any other leads. They need to come from a source like your landing page. Otherwise, where are you getting these leads from? Is Polly actually responding to what I'm saying, Ross?
Yes, so Paul is saying, sorry, a friend gave me a few thousand newer leads because he got out of online business.
No, but your friend is not you though. That's your friend's leads. What are you gonna say? Hey, I'm Polly, I'm John's friend. I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry if I'm making like a joke out of this, but I just want to make a little bit fun on this call. I don't want to make this call so serious, but if friends give you a list, guys, it's a tough one. First of all, how are you going to upload that list into like a company like Aweber? You need to provide them with proof that it was through your landing page. So first of all, if you got to do that, you got to have to lie. And I'm not a big friend of lying to companies like Aweber and all that, because eventually you got to get caught and then they'll shut you down. I wouldn't do that. If I was you, don't do that. Don't upload friends' leads or leads that you bought from eBay or any other source. Guys, we need to build our own lead generation. We need to build our own landing pages. We need to get our own leads. I wouldn't do that. Is that cool?
She says, cool. Thank you, I understand.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, let's move to the next one.
I think move on, and then we will leave the questions for the end.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll leave the questions for the end. Otherwise, yeah, I won't be moving on, and then we'll be here later. Okay, number 4, Roy Tai. This is a good guy. He has a good list as well. He has access to good lists. I've had a lot of success with him. I think there's some videos there you guys can watch. I think there's some familiar faces here. Some of these people are very high regarded. There's a very good looking man here. I don't know if you guys know who he is. There you go. There's Adam Shelter there. There's really good guy.
Picking on Rui.
I'm gonna pick on Rui. I'm gonna pick on Rui the whole freaking meeting. Nah, he loves it. He loves it. So he's another guy that I've had really good results. Again, it's all about building the list. And this is a good guy. This is a good guy. So there's another one for you guys to take a look at. His prices are not too bad. If I remember right, I think you might be able to do 200-300 clicks for about 65 cents. So as you can see, the prices are coming down a little bit. Okay. And again, Roy will give you a discount if you order more. But again, guys, remember, first order, don't go crazy. 200-300 clicks max, guys. Okay. But you're looking at around the 65 cents mark with this guy here. He's a really good guy. Don't worry about making a note of his name right now. I'm going to give you the document. It's going to be on our group on Telegram and also on the Crypto Cartel Facebook. So don't worry about taking screenshots and all that, unless you want to. But I'll give you access to the document. Moving on, guys. Traffic for me. I've been using Traffic for me for many years, guys. So they're a little bit like Udemy, but a higher scale of Udemy. In Udemy, you get a lot of recycled traffic. And I talk about Udemy at the end. That's the reason why I put Udemy at the end. I'll talk about Udemy in a minute, because there are some gems there. But the majority of the traffic of Udemy, I wouldn't touch it. But I have to include Udemy because there are a couple of guys that might be good. So I don't want to exclude them. And I'll talk about Udemy at the end. But Traffic for me, again, it's a platform like Udemy, but these guys really filter the publishers. The publishers in Traffic for me, they've been vetted on a very high standard. And the reason why I know that is because I know the owner of this company as well. I met him in Vegas many years ago at a party, and I was partying with this guy. I didn't even know who he was. And he was Harris Feldman, the owner of Traffic for me. And we became friends. And he always took the time to educate me about traffic, what's a good traffic provider, what's a bad traffic provider, how to filter the lists. This guy is really good. I have a lot of respect for Harris. Harris Feldman is the owner of this company. I have a lot of respect for him. So therefore, the reason why I like to buy my traffic from him. Okay. If you guys, actually, let me just log into the account because I want to show you something. If you decide to buy traffic from this platform, I tell you exactly the lists that work the best. First of all, you can start with the starter pack. It's 200 clicks, I believe. Yeah, 200 clicks. And if you go for the top 5, or actually for the premium clicks, it's $154. You can start right here. So you don't have to go anywhere else. Don't go for the super premium email traffic, because I already tested extensively with lots of clicks and I didn't see any better results than the 100% top email traffic. So the ones that I normally go for, can you see this one here? 100% top 5 email traffic. It's the one that I normally order. I don't go for the super traffic, super premium traffic. I go for that one. And my results with them has been very good. And you guys can see the prices there. You know, it starts at 79, then goes down to 74. It can go down actually to 62 cents for the ones, obviously, you order 10,000 clicks, which I don't. advise you guys to do that. But so you know, that's the traffic that I use. 100% top 5 email traffic. Top 5 means the top 5 English speaking countries: US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. That's what top 5. So when you guys keep hearing top tier, top 5, that's all it is the top 5 countries, English speaking countries in the world. Is that cool? So that's another one that I use with a lot of success, guys, called Traffic for Me. Okay. Let's move on to the next. MLM leads. I bet you nobody here has ever heard of MLM leads. These guys, when I was in Empower Network, this is going back 7 years ago, these guys brought me the most all-in members. An all-in member in Empower was someone who bought all the products for $5,000. So these guys here used to give me like the best traffic. This was like a hidden source, sorry, that not a lot of people knew about them. So all you need to do, click on the link, go through the video and see their traffic packages. They have really good traffic. Again, I've met the owner of this company. He's a very genuine. All these guys that I'm bringing here to the group are very genuine people, like honest people. They don't want to screw you. They're very big at anti-bots. They don't like bot traffic. They hate bots and all that. So rest assured, you will be given real visitors, people who are interested in our products and services, BizOp people. Does that make sense? So watch this video, guys, and see if this is something maybe you want to test. He does packages starting at about 200 clicks as well. Is that cool? Next, traffic source. It's actually a ringless tone software. Let me explain to you what that does, because this is really cool. This is not your typical solo ad, okay? Let's see if that loads. For some reason, my internet is running slow when I'm running Zoom. So it's a ringless voicemail drops. I've been playing around with ringless voicemail drops for the past 4 months, and it's a hit and miss. Some weeks I get a lot of opt-ins and no sales. Other weeks I get a ton of sales. So it's a really hit and miss. And I'm not going to give you training on this, because you can go on this website and get all the training that you need to learn about ringless voicemails. But it's a simple process. You buy phone numbers from this company of business opportunities, people who basically are looking for a business. You are basically buying their phone numbers. And then what the software does, it sends a message to their voicemail with your MIC or MSI link for them to click on. So in a nutshell, that's what it is. It's a piece of software that rings phones and drops a message saying, hey, you should check MIC if you want to make an extra $5,000 a month. Click on or go to the link www.rui.com or whatever. Does that make sense? So I've had good success with this company. He's laughing because I keep picking on him. I've had good success with this company, but again, with ringless tones, it takes time. First week you might not see something happening, so give it some time. And that's the way that I was taught as well. When I first started using them, again, I know the owner, the guy who runs this, he's actually in Forsage, believe it or not, the owner of this thing. And he told me, Paulo, try it for a few weeks, but don't give up. So keep going. And by your 4th week, you should start seeing something. And you know what, guys? He was bang on. Because around my 3rd week, I start seeing results. As a matter of fact, I had a $2,000 sale yesterday for Passport Profit from this. And the lady actually told me, oh, I came through a voicemail that you dropped me. And I went like, oh, really? Oh, cool. Yeah.
Paulo, can you accept Levy? His internet dropped, so he messaged me to get accepted.
Oh, yeah, I can. I need to stop sharing my screen then. Okay, cool. Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Let me share my screen again. Let me go back to where I was. So that's ringless tone. And finally, Udemy, guys. I want to be really quick with Udemy, because there's a love and hate with Udemy. Yeah, some people love it, some people hate it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't use Udemy much, because I know how the traffic works, and they're all buying traffic from each other. So sometimes you buy traffic from one guy and then you buy traffic from another guy, and it's the same leads. Why? Because they are all buying traffic from each other. But on the other side of the coin, there are good people here as well, and I don't want to not talk about Udemy, because I have made really good contacts here. There's a guy called actually Angelo Sayson. You guys should look up for him. Angelo Sayson. He's a good traffic vendor, and I met him in Udemy. He's actually a friend of mine now, and he's actually in my Forsage business, believe it or not. Guys, make friends with solo ad vendors, because they will join your business. Do you know what my trick used to be with solo ad vendors? I don't do this anymore, but I used to contact about 100 solo ad vendors. You know what I used to say to them? Hey man, I want to test your traffic. Can you look at my link? All I wanted was for them to check my business. And some of them, out of 100, 20 of them were like, Paulo, this looks really interesting. And they would join. So that was one of my tricks in getting solo ad vendors to join my business. I used to contact about, I'm not kidding you. I used to do things big. I mean, I was a bit of a lunatic. I would contact about 100 people in a day, easy. I would stay up at night. And anyway, I would contact 100 solo ad vendors and give them my link and say, do you think that this list would be good? Not this list, this offer would be good for your list. And I used to get a ton of them actually joining. Out of 100, maybe 20 would join my business. So that's a little tip for you. So the way that I would use Udemy, guys, is the following for some of you that want to use it, because Udemy will be the cheapest place for you to come for traffic. You're looking at about 40 cents per click. So I've given you the high end, the $1, that I went down to about 70, 65 cents. Now, Udemy will be the lowest. This will be the lowest hanging fruit, okay? Here you can get traffic for about 40 cents. And without spending too much time here, I'm gonna tell you how, me personally, how I would use Udemy. You guys ready? You go into find sellers. First of all, open an account. It's free of charge. I'm not gonna teach you how to open an account. You guys can go on Google and just go udemy.com and open an account, okay? Once you have your username and password, it's totally free of charge, by the way. You don't have to pay any subscriptions. It's a free platform. Click on Find Sellers. And in here, what you need to do is the following, guys. You can start at 40%. And what that filter does is it will filter all the publishers in Udemy, and there are hundreds, that actually have provided 40% rate of sales with their traffic. So you click on 40%, and as you can see this week, this changes on a daily and weekly basis. This week, there's no one who actually provided 40% with got sales, okay? So I would go down to about 30% now and test it. Okay, we got a guy here now, Igor. So that's the first filter. The first filter is, I want the person who's got the highest amount of sales. This week or today is this guy here, Igor. Now, second filter that I would use, I would click on his profile. As you guys can see, 300, you can get 500 clicks here for $200. That's actually a very good deal. I would go down to about 300. That's $123. That's nothing. And then before I would order, guys, I would scroll down and look for the following. Can you see this here? This lady called Deb B. She put got sales with a thumb up. I would look for 3 different people, not Deborah again, but 3 different people with the thumb up saying they got sales. That's my second filter that I will use on Udemy. In this case, there's Deb, got sales. There's another person here called James, got sales. Okay, that's the same guy, that does not count. There's Ron, got sales. Now, I've got 3 people with the thumbs up, right? I would use this guy. Now, this is just an example. I don't want all of you to go now and buy traffic from Igor, but is actually someone that I would actually test. So first filter, the maximum amount of sales, this guy's got 30%. He passed. Second filter, you need 3 thumbs up of people saying they got sales from him. And that's really the filters that I use, that I would use for Udemy. To be completely transparent with you, I don't buy my traffic from Udemy. Okay, it's the last place that I go to, but I want to give you the option. If you guys want to pay like 40 cents and your budget is kind of tight, well, this is a place for you to start building your list. Cool. And I think that's everything from the list. Yeah, that's my 8 traffic sources. And trust me, you don't need 20 traffic sources. These 8 traffic sources alone, guys, there are millions of clicks here. I kid you not. Some of you might think, how come? Yes, there is. There's enough traffic here to keep you going for the whole year. Cool. Gonna stop sharing my screen, and I'm gonna take your questions. And I think we're doing well. Yeah, we're just under an hour. So let's do this. Let's close this call in about, make it just under an hour. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, Q&A,
you
guys.
just said now, questions are flowing. Okay, that's good. Let me start from here.
There's no learning curve with traffic, by the way. I already told you. It's nothing to learn. All you need to do when you speak to the traffic vendor is, okay, write my swipe copy, but make it congruent with Forsage or MIC, sorry, or MSI, whatever the sales funnel is. Tell the traffic vendor it's a sales funnel called MIC, but it's to sell Forsage. So say that. It's an MIC funnel, it's an MSI funnel, but the end goal is to sell Forsage. Now the vendor knows, oh, okay, this guy's in Forsage. So he's going to look for a list. Okay, I'm not going to touch this list because this list already seen Forsage. I'm going to go to a completely new list because he wants fresh leads. He wants your business, guys. He wants repetition. He's not going to make money for 300 clicks, trust me. That's not how these guys work. These guys work long term. They want you to be a customer. Does that make sense?
Levi is asking, do you think we should have a Click Magic to measure the results in terms of opt-in rates?
Absolutely. You need to know. Who's asking this question?
Levi.
Absolutely, you need Click Magic. If you guys want to be really advanced and start taking this seriously, you should have a Click Magic account, because what Click Magic does is monitor your clicks, and it tells you how many people opted in, from what countries. It gives you a lot of data, and also gives you something really, really important, which is opt-in rate. What is opt-in rate? You need to know if you buy, let's say 200 clicks, let's say you buy 200 clicks, you need not, let's, for the newbies here, not everybody, not all the 200 people that visit your site will opt in. There's nothing like 100% opt-in rate. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. So a good opt-in rate, guys, will be anything 30% above. So let's just pretend that out of those 200 people, you have a 50% opt-in rate. So 100 people actually dropped their email, and you actually got those emails. That's a 50% opt-in rate. If you don't have Click Magic, you don't know your opt-in rate, because you don't know. You just see the leads coming in. Unless you count the leads manually and you work out the opt-in rate. Oh, okay, hold on. I got 50 leads today, and this guy sent me 200 clicks. Then you got your opt-in rate manually. Me personally, I don't do things manually. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to count my leads, because I gather like 1,000 leads a day. I don't have time to count them manually. So I need something like Click Magic to do that for me. So yes, to answer your question, you definitely need Click Magic if you want to take this seriously. Cool. Any more questions?
Theory is asking, do we need to create a custom wrapper before sending to the funnel? I think it's a bridge video, what he's mean.
What's the question again? A custom what?
Custom wrapper before sending to the funnel. Theory, we need your explanation again.
Yeah. Can I unmute him? Hold on a second. I need to find you.
I'm here.
Are you unmuted? Okay. Oh, he's unmuted. Okay, you're unmuted.
I was just asking for like a bridge page.
Yeah,
man. If you want to make it personal, absolutely. Yeah, go with the bridge page. Absolutely.
Please explain to other people what is a bridge page.
A bridge page is basically before you send them to the MIC funnel, you make a video of yourself basically saying, okay, on the next video, you guys are going to see an offer that I've been involved. It's crazy. It's great. I'm working with my mentor. He's making a lot of money. I'm going to be out there with him. I have some results already that I will show you. But first of all, I want you guys to watch this presentation. It's just a short, like 30-second video of you introducing the MIC. I suggest you do that, area, but do like a split test. Do one with and one without, because that's how I used to do it. I used to split test it. I do one with the bridge and one without. So if you're sending 500 clicks, do this. Send 250 to the bridge and send the other 250 to a non-bridge and see which one converts best. Again, you need ClickMagick for that. Without ClickMagick, you won't know, right? ClickMagick is a really good tool, man. You need ClickMagick to do this split testing. So that's what I would do, man. Half and half.
And can you guys do a training on ClickMagick?
I can, yeah. If that, look, this is what I like about this group is we actually ask you guys, what do you want? I don't want to train you on stuff that you don't want to hear. By the way, you all picked these topics. I didn't pick these topics. The email marketing, the page marketing, the free, you guys picked it, not me. I don't want to give you training that you don't want to listen. Imagine being here at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about stuff you don't want to hear it. No, I want to give you what you guys need. So yeah, if I hear enough people telling me that you need ClickMagick training, let's do that. I'm up for that. Yeah, cool. Any more questions?
Yeah, because we have like mindset training coming. Lots of people asked for this. So after that, we will basically ask what you would like to.
Yeah, tracking is very important, guys, because
tracking is important.
Before, when I was unsuccessful, I didn't do tracking. I was just buying traffic. I was throwing darts in the dark, I like to call it, to see what sticks. Completely wrong. Once you start doing tracking, then you will only invest your money in what works. Remember the 8 vendors that I've just given you. You got to test them all. But if you don't know which one's going to give you the best opt-in rate and the most sales, how do you know where to buy traffic from? Wouldn't that be easier for you guys to test 8 of them and track everything? And then you know, oh, for me, it's Wayne Crowe. I don't care about the other guys, but Wayne Crowe is the one that's giving me the most opt-ins and the most sales. Guess what? Then the next month, where are you going to spend all your money? With Wayne Crowe. So that's what I'm always doing. I'm always testing them. 1 month might be Roy. Roy Tai is the guy who gives me the most sales. I'm spending money with Roy. Next month, Roy drops and it's Big Dog Clicks. I'm always rotating these guys. I'm not only just buying traffic from one of them, although I have my preference, but I'm always testing the others as well. I'm always buying traffic and checking what opt-in rate, what sales do I get from them. Always rotate them, yeah? Is that cool?
Yeah. Pedro is asking about Crypto Formula course. Can you explain details of that course?
Yeah, it's completed. It's in the back office of MSI. The reason why it hasn't been announced as live, you can go and get it, is because we are missing the testimonial videos. We've got a few, but not enough yet. Once we have enough testimonial videos, it's in module 1 and in module 7, then the product will be released. Excuse me, the modules are completed. We've done the voiceover. We worked hard on this for a couple months. It's a great course. You guys are going to be very, very pleased. And guess what? It's an education for people who don't know anything about crypto. It's actually going to help us a lot to bring people into Forsage because it talks about blockchain, it talks about Ethereum, why people need Ethereum. It's going to be a great course for people who know nothing about crypto. And it's ready. We're just waiting for the testimonials. I take it because Sylvie is really pressing hard. I take it within a week, if not less, it will be released. But it's already in the back office. I can actually see it. But there are 2 videos missing. 2 modules missing, 1 and 7. And the reason is because of the testimonials. So give it about a week and it will be ready.
And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but this course can be used as a lead magnet.
Yes, it can. Absolutely. We can use it as a lead magnet. It will be an awesome lead magnet. And also, just to actually tell you a little bit more about Crypto Formula, we got to sell it on CPA networks. Okay, we have a guy on board who works with Silvio, a guy called Shabir. He has a CPA network company in India. He's got to put our product out, sorry, he's got to put it up, can't speak. He's got to put our product in his CPA network. And then guess what? We have connections with Max Bounty and the Cash Network, because Shabir used to be an affiliate manager for them. So we have a relationship with them there, and they got to put our product, Crypto Formula, on sale on their network. And guess what we got to do with that traffic? You guys know what CPA networks are? I'm talking about, if you think solo ad vendors have access to millions of clicks, these guys have access to billions of clicks. I kid you not, it's just crazy. These guys, CPA networks, are on another level. And we are going to sell Crypto Formula in those networks. Now, imagine the amount of traffic, crypto related, by the way, crypto, this is going to be super, super targeted. We got to have access to crypto traffic that we will able to create a co-op and sell it to our members. It won't be free because it's going to cost us money. It can't be free. That we need to pay for that. But as far as cost, it will be affordable. I can't really give you a cost yet because the product is not there yet. So I can't talk about something that it's not there yet. But it will be affordable and super, super targeted, because the people who will buy Crypto Formula are in crypto, right? They are interested in crypto. And then we can harvest this traffic towards our members. Me and Silvio, we were in the beginning when we joined Forsage, we were going to create this just for us, because Silvio didn't want to put his face in Forsage. He thought he could just run traffic. So we had the idea just to do this for us until we start talking, no, we should give this to our members as well, man. It's going to be awesome. So we are opening this traffic for you guys as well. Okay.
And it will be like a first source. So really learn email marketing, you know, just get into that. So you can use that and talk to your
I'm really excited about this, because we've been working on this for 2 months now.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And it's cost us money because it wasn't free. It cost us money to put together. I think it's really well written, and it's a video, by the way, with a voiceover, and it's short.
Really
it's
cool.
like, what are they, like 5-7 minutes long? They short,
Yeah.
to the point. So it's not boring, like you need to sit and watch a 25 or 30-minute video. It's not short 5-minute videos with animations. It looks really cool. And it educates people. And guess what? By the time they finish the modules, they know about crypto. They know what Ethereum is. They know what's a wallet. So we don't have to teach them. They already know everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got to push them into Forsage. Cool. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited about that project. Yeah. And by the way, only our team has access to this. All the other guys, the other teams, they don't have access to this. This is for our team only. Cool.
So really cool. Okay. Thierry is asking, can we do a training another time on tracking and retargeting? Yeah, we'll discuss what trainings, but I think we can do that. So the next question is, if I want to work in Spanish market, what do you recommend?
Well, the Spanish market, actually, there was a guy in our group called Francisco, I forgot his last name, that has a really cool Spanish. First of all, you can use MSI. So let's start with MSI. There is if you go to MSI, they have a Spanish version. So you guys can use that. Okay. There's a Spanish, all the videos are in Spanish, I think. The link, and you can join, you can send that to the Spanish market.
I think he talks about vendors, solo ad vendors.
Oh, solo ad vendors in Spanish? I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I really don't know solo ad vendors in Spanish, or for the Latin American. I really don't. That's the thing. That's the thing. You should do a research on Google and look for solo ad vendors in Spanish. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not correct. pretend here that I know about Spanish vendors. I don't. I'm sorry.
Julia is asking two questions. First, is crypto formula training available for all of us?
Yes.
Yes, if you have MSI account, right?
Yeah, you need to have an MSI account. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Mr. B is asking, how much does it cost to maintain such a large list, Paolo? I don't know how big the list and what list he's referring or she's referring.
Can you repeat the question again? Sorry, I didn't.
How much does it cost to maintain such a large list, Paolo?
What you mean by a large list? How long is a piece of rope? Define, please define to me. Ask the question, like think before you ask the question.
Yeah.
What is a large list?
Maybe he, just asked in a flow, and I'm just going back, to the questions.
Yeah. No, I want to answer you guys, but you need to be precise. It's like when I ask people how much money do you want to make a month, and they tell me they want to be rich. How can I help you? What is to be rich? Be precise with your questions, like know exactly how much money you want to make a month. Be precise with your questions. Don't just blump up a question like blah, 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 blah. Don't do that. Think before you open your mouth, guys. Please think really careful before you ask the question. And I'm saying this it's tough love, but I want you guys to start thinking. A lot of people ask questions, they don't even think about it. And I don't want to put anyone down, but this is going to help you. Don't take this as arrogant. Don't be upset. This is going to help you. Be really clever with your questions. You know your quality of life. It's the quality of the questions you ask. I'll repeat again. The quality of your life will be based on the quality of the questions you ask. So think really careful before you ask the question. And plus, you will help me if you tell me exactly, what you mean by a large list. Say 50,000, 20,000, 5,000, and I'll be able to answer it. Is that cool?
Julie is asking, could you tell us how to trick Aweber so we can promote Passport Profits from Easy One?
I can, very, very easy. And I'm glad you've asked me that question because I was meant to address that. It's very, very easy. Do not send people straight to Profits Passport because Aweber will ban you. Don't do that. So instead, send them to create something in ClickFunnels with a video of you saying, hey, I've got a great offer. Don't say the name. So play like a blind offer. I want you guys to watch the next video, which is David Deckel, right? So just say on a bridge video that you've got a great offer for them and you got to pass that offer on to the next speaker, something like that. But don't mention David Deckel and don't mention Profits Passport. And trust me, that's what I've been doing. And I've been doing very successfully for about 8 or 9 months. And I've never had Aweber, and I use Aweber, by the way. I've never had Aweber banning me from using that system. So instead of sending it direct to Profits Passport, I create a bridge page. And I don't talk about profits. I don't say the name Profits Passport. I don't say the name David Deckel. I just say, hey, I found a great offer. You guys need to really take a look at it. I've been doing it for 5 months. I'm seeing great results. Or just say, look, I've just started, but my mentor is having great results. I'm working with him. We're killing it. I want you guys to actually meet my mentor on the next video. Don't say his name. Just say, you're going to meet my mentor on the next video. And then you pass it on to Profits Passport. Does that make sense, Julia? And that's the way you trick Aweber. And trust me, it really works.
Mr. B is asking, how about ROI panel instead of ClickMagick? Do you use the ROI panel?
Yes, I do. ROI panel is really cool. The good thing about ROI panel is there are no monthlies. You pay a one-off and it's yours for life. I kind of like that. The downside is ClickMagick has more functions. So it's a bit, you can do more with ClickMagick. But for what we need, we don't need all the bells and whistles. So if you don't mind paying a subscription every month or annually, then ClickMagick is fine. If you are kind of on a tight budget, ROI panel is better because you pay one fee and it's yours for life. You don't have to pay monthly and you don't have to pay annually. So there's these good things and these bad things. But ROI panel is awesome. Yeah, works really well. Mm-hmm.
Can we get the email swipes? Sorry?
I didn't say anything. I'm listening.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can we get the email swipes you talked about last webinar for the following up with our leads on MSI? So ACID, just go to Facebook. I think you're part of Facebook. It's under Unit 2.
Mhm.
If you don't know where to find it, message me. I will guide you.
It's very simple. Crypto Formula Facebook group under Unit 2.
Yeah.
Easy. It's
Julia
all that.
did her first video, bridge video. That's awesome.
Good. If you want us to criticize in a good way, not to criticize in a bad way, if you want good constructive criticism, Julia, or anybody here on this call, post it in our group, and we'll all comment and say, "Good video," or "Maybe should do this. Don't talk so long." Blah blah blah. We'll give you some constructive criticism. Cool. What else?
I think, honey, tracking is the next video, next training. I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
Why are you bringing this up? Tracking is the next training.
Okay. Yeah, let's do a poll. Guys, maybe we should create a poll in a Telegram group asking what trainings you guys want. And then we do that. I think that will be, yeah. Oh, I think, Terry, go speak, man. You got a question?
Yeah, Terry.
Yeah, I have one more question if you don't mind. So
yeah.
when we send traffic and some people bounce off, how do we retarget them? And in a way where, like, sometimes, like when I go to a site and I don't opt in, and I'm being followed everywhere on Facebook, on Google.
Yeah, there's ways. That's a little bit more advanced, man. I would have to bring someone on retargeting. I've got a Facebook, excuse me, pixel on all my pages because I'm gathering data. But yet I haven't fired that yet. I haven't used it yet because I need someone to come in and train us on that. I'm not the person to talk about retargeting when I'm not actively well. I am. I'm getting data. I've got a Facebook pixel on all my pages. On all my ClickFunnels landing pages have a Facebook pixel. And I tell you what I'm doing, guys. I'm gathering data. But I haven't pulled the trigger yet and do what people do, like retargeting yet. But watch this space. I can bring someone in that will that will teach us about retargeting, if that's what you guys want. Again, please tell me what you want. That's a little bit more advanced, though. I don't want to overwhelm you guys from starting here to go, hey, let's go straight up to retargeting, because even I'm not doing it 100%. I'm creating. I've got a pixel and I'm getting data, and I've got already, I think, about 6 million. Which I can retarget, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet, okay? But I know a couple of companies that can do that. But instead of me giving that training, I want to bring someone that actually is an expert, and he's already doing that, or she. So I will bring that person when the time is right. But thanks for bringing that. That's a good question, man. Retargeting it can be really powerful because it becomes so cheap. Because then you can retarget people for like 5 cents or less. Really, really cheap. But it's a long-term game. Again, it's not like you got to use retargeting and you got to start seeing sales week one. It's not. It takes time, but a great way to get customers for 5 cents, like really, really cheap. But we got to get to that.
The first thing, and my advice would be maybe look up how to put pixels, because for pixels there is 180 days. You have, or Facebook or any platform that you're going to use has to collect the data. So it's always good to have the pixel on, even though you are not going to use it now.
Yeah, just put the pixel there. Good point.
Yes, just put the pixel on, because it will take time for the platform to collect the data. And once you are ready, you will already have the data to do.
That's a good point. You see, I didn't want to talk about retargeting because I know there's a lot of new people here. See, Terry is already advanced because I know him for like Empower Days. So this guy already knows a lot of stuff. So now we've got people here that they don't know what retargeting is, and it's a bit more complicated, but it's not. Look, it's not brain surgery, so it's not that complicated. But if you guys go to your MIC back office and you look on the profile, there will be an area to put a Facebook pixel. So all you need to do is Google and find out how to get my Facebook pixel. You need a Facebook ads account. So you need to kind of get into that. If you go also to your MSI back office, Sylvia already has as well on the profile, I believe, on the profile, a Facebook pixel as well. Guys, start building your audience. It costs you nothing, by the way. Just put your pixel there. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm building my audience.
And you use the same pixel for all of them?
Same pixel, yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But eventually when we start seeing people asking for for retargeting training, I'll bring someone in. Because I told you guys, I don't know about everything. If you guys want to know about YouTube ads, I'm not the guy, but I know somebody who is. So I'll bring him in and he'll do the training for me. Is that cool? Yeah. But I need to hear the feedback from you guys. What do you want? Cool?
Can you ask Paula to explain how to use the link of Passport Profit on November? I think we spoke about this, right? Did you hear my question?
Who's asking that? What's the question?
We spoke. Can you ask Paula to explain how to use the link of Passport Profit on the Weber? The link.
Oh, the link. Yeah, already. You need to watch the recording, I guess. You need to rewind.
So probably she asked.
It's basically, don't use whatever the link is for Passport Profit, passportprofit.com / don't use that because their web will shut you down. Well, they won't shut you down, but they will put an admin hold. They will hold your account. So don't use that link. Instead, use a ClickFunnels link with your bridge video saying, hey, I'm going to introduce you to an amazing program. Don't talk about Passport Profits and say, my mentor, my business partner is going to talk to you more about on the next video. And then you direct that ClickFunnels form to the video of David DeCal, okay? But do not, and I stress this again, do not put Passport Profits link in your Aweber because they will put you on a admin hold.
Do you have salespeople to close your Forsage sales leads, Mr. B?
I have not, Mr. B. No, I have not. But that's an idea. That's an idea. Maybe you can get someone who's a closer to close sales for you. Why not? It's a good idea. And then you pay him a percentage. Any more questions?
Remember that question about to manage a big list, there was about a cost. So it's 120K list.
So the question is, how much will it cost to build a list of 120K? Oh, I need to have a think about that. I have no idea. I don't even have a calculator on me. Let's put it this way. Industry standard is about $1. People are worth about $1 in whoever you got in your list. So in other words, if I've got a list of 120,000, I should be earning about $120,000 from that list. In my experience, it's about half of that, so about 50 cents. Now, how much would it cost me to build a list of 120,000 people? Just multiply the number of clicks that would take. I need to think about this because I don't want to just answer it for the video because I'm live and I need to answer it. I need to use a calculator for that. I've never been asked that question. So I need to have a think before I tell this, whoever this person is. Sorry, I didn't catch the name. Okay, Mr. B, contact me directly and I will calculate that for you, roughly. It won't be a precise number, but I can make some calculations, man, but I need a calculator for that.
But there is also a fee involved to keep that big list in your Aweber
There's a lot
account,
of things.
So,
there's a lot of things involved. That's why I can't answer that. Otherwise, we got to be here 2 hours instead of an hour and a half. I don't want to make this video too long. Come on.
Jedi is asking, would you be willing to show us your exact entire funnel, as I know you use ClickFunnels for part of
Absolutely, my friends. Hey, Jedi, hey, I can give you my share code, man. I've got nothing to hide. I want you guys to have my funnels. So if you've got ClickFunnels already, Jedi, I give you the share code, and you can see my landing pages. If there is a bridge page, you can see everything, man. I want you guys to have access to everything. So yeah, man, I'll send that to you. Good to have you here, dude.
So many questions,
Oh,
Paolo.
really? Oh, keep
Yeah.
them coming. Okay.
What do you listen to feed your mindset? What people do you follow? What people do you follow?
Oh,
Pedro.
what people do I follow? For mindset? Oh man, I love Jim Rohn. If you guys like mindset stuff, I have a lot of stuff on mindset because I've over the years, over the past 15 years, I bought a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I've got a file, and who knows what I'm talking about. I think I've given you access to this for you, right? I've got everything. I've got Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn. I've, I've got so much stuff on mindset. But the people that I listen to, one of the guys that really comes to mind that helped me a lot with mindset was Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor helped me a lot to understand the conscious and the unconscious mind and how they work and how they, when they're not in synchronicity, that's where you are failing, because one mind wants one thing, the other mind doesn't want it. It's like you need to synchronize both minds, and I learned that from Bob Proctor. So Bob Proctor for sure, but I'll talk more about mindset on next week. I'm not going to talk too much about it. But Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn, I love Jim Rohn. All his tapes, he's old school, but I watched The Secret a million times. The Secret's changed my life, and I'm sure it changed also Russ's, right? You read the book, The Secret, and it changed yours. The Secret, guys. The Secret's like the Secret movie. It's like the Bible. You guys should really get into that law of attraction and all that.
Actually, there is a new movie based on this book, which is called The Secret, Dare to Dream. It was released July, like last month. So it's about the law of attraction and how
That's Dream.
our
Yeah.
thoughts,
Yeah.
attract what. Yeah, Dare to Dream. Ayman, have you seen it? Probably he has probably.
Yeah.
So it's a good movie, really good portrayed. What it actually is. And Jim Brown is so hilarious, Logan. Okay, so that's it with the questions.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Let's make
so
this. Let's finish this call because it's already an hour and a half. I don't want.
One
Any
more
more
question.
Okay, cool.
Mr. B, do you create all your funnels yourself, or do you outsource designs? And where do we get your share codes for your funnels?
Mr. B, you already asked 4 questions, so I'm sorry I can't help you.
Stop it.
No, I'm joking, man. No, most of the time I create them. Other time I just friends of mine create stuff and give it to me. It's a mixture, really. And I can give you access to my funnels. If you contact me privately, I will give you the share code for whatever funnel you want. So yeah, just contact me and I can help you with that. That's absolutely cool. Any more questions?
No, that's all. But are you be able to do the mindset training next week because you're out?
Yeah, I'm going to announce it because I'm going to travel to Portugal on Sunday. Most likely I would like to take that week off because I'm going to be away. But if anything changes, I'll announce it in the group. So if it's not on Thursday, if it's not going to be on Thursday, it will be the following Thursday. But I will announce it.
My question is, we keep telling you guys that, for newbies, especially who doesn't understand the funnel and the flow and where you are at, would you be interested to have just, training just with me? Because I don't think Paolo will be able to join meetings next week. If you want definitely Paolo to be on the training, then we will bring Paolo next week and we do 2 trainings that week. That sounds great.
Cool.
Okay, people are interested. Okay. We
maybe
need to
do the training. Maybe do the training next week. You
okay,
need to...
so I can explain for newbies, for people who are advanced and understand funnels. Probably this is not something for you, but I can explain how the funnel works and where you are at and where your people are coming and where they are at the funnel. So you understand a little bit that kind of language. It's marketing. So it's just a general knowledge for you to understand what happens and what is the funnel. So basically that. And I will talk a little bit about email marketing and follow up, but also from a process perspective. Nothing, like strategies like Paulo does, but from more like a technical standpoint.
Julie is saying you are the best, Rasa.
I know. I love Julia. Okay, so that's all. It was short, not so short, but sweet.
I was trying to make it short, but obviously he always goes over the time that I wanted to do. So guys, thanks very much for attending it. I appreciate you guys. The recording will be in a group tomorrow. Will be also on the Crypto Cartel Facebook group on the Unit 3. So with that said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Rasa, for your help. Thanks for being present. Yeah.
Yeah. People
you
are
guys
saying
enjoying this?
Yeah.
You guys enjoy this? Do you think it's too long? Should we make it shorter? I'm trying to make it shorter, guys.
You need to cut your blabbing.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay.
Guys,
Let's keep
thanks very much. I appreciate
Bye.
you guys. Good
We
night.
love
See you.
you.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye-bye. See you. Bye.